Welcome back, guys. So another aspect of design we want to do with Cloud is that we want to design and want to use image prompts. So we all know that Cloud does not have any image generator tool, but we can always use something like any AI generator tool, like image generator or video generator tool. Of course, when you have a video generator tool, it has an image generator. So I'll be using Google AI. We have Flow, so I'll be using Flow. For instance, I'll be using Google Flow to generate the images, but then I want to use Claude to get a good prompt for the image I'll be generating. So what do? I come to Claude right now and I tell it to give me an image prompt for a design. So let's see how that prompt goes. So I would say I want to create a stunning professional design for Bullard Tech Academy, 100% tuition free tech scholarship in 100% tech scholarship for June cohort. Let the design prompt be aesthetically pleasing. Follow the logo color code to define the prompt style and execution on image generator to a precise text and design with high imagery. Okay, so I just have a simple prompt like this. This is what I could describe to Claude right now. Then I'm going to attach the logo. To this. So let me get the logo out. I'm going to get that, and here we are. So I'm going to get the logo right here. This is the official logo, and now I'm going to get a prompt. So let's see what the prompt will be about. So let's see what we have right now. So let's see the prompt. So this, now we are trying to formulate prompts to be used on AI generator tool or AI image generator tool, but this time we are choosing Google Flow, which is free. Anyone can use Google Flow. Just come to labs.google.com. So this is the official website for Google Flow. Then I'm going to get the exact prompt from Claude. Now I have a clear picture of the logo, deep navy blue with a white CB monogram. Let me craft a stunning scholarship flyer design. So it's crafting the design for us already. So while we wait for Flow to get loaded, so here on Flow we need to log in with our Gmail, of course. So I'm going to use my Gmail to access Flow right here while I wait for this to give me the full prompt that I'm going to use to generate the image. So you could use it on any image generator or image generation tool. So we could try something like a ChatGPT as well, since ChatGPT generates image as well. So we could try that on ChatGPT as well. So I could easily come right here to get that. So I'm going to use the ChatGPT right here. So I'm going to come right here, and here is what the logo this is what the flyer would look like, as you could see. So this, now you got a design right here, but what I'm looking for is not a design. So this is actually a good flyer design, but that's not what I'm looking for. So I would say give me, okay, so I would say give me the prompt to generate the image, not the actual design, the official deadline is okay. So the official deadline, let's get the official deadline for the scholarship as well. So I'm going to come to my Instagram page since I have something like that on the Instagram page already. So let's do something like this. We just want to get an image, a flyer design. I want to get the prompt from Claude. So that's the exact thing we are doing. So this is something you could actually do easily. So let's do that. So I'm going to come to Instagram to get the exact date, and I'm going to get the other information that I'll be needing. So the date for the scholarship should be, the deadline is May 27. So I'm going to add that right now. So the deadline is May 27, 2026, and the website is www dot okay, I could actually get the website. So let me just come to bilatech.com. So I get the exact scholarship website, so we can input that. So this is the scholarship center. All I have to do is to click on this, then come right here to add. So the website, the application link is okay, and okay, and suggest. Okay, let's see that design again. This design looks good. I think it's a very good design, by the way. So I'm going to, let's see which other information do we need. If you like, I can adjust the deadline date, add your website, refine the track list or generative version size of Instagram story. Okay, the size should be 1:1. Okay, that is a square image. So I think this is okay this way. So I'm going to have this sent right now. So let's have this sent so we can get the prompt out. So this time around, we'll be able to make a design with Claude, but then want to get the actual prompt that can do this for us the way it should be done. So let's see what this prompt will do for us. So let me copy this right now and start modifiers to append. So let me copy this. Okay, so I'm going to copy this. Then you could see, you could use MidJourney, you could use DALL-E, you could use hydrogram, you could use Adobe Firefly. Yeah, so you could append this. So let's see what that would do for us. So let's try to use Flow right now. So I'm going to create a new project on Flow, and having to create a new project, I'm going to actually choose my 1:1. Yes, perfect. Then I'm going to start this way. Nano Banana would have been good for this, but let's try ImageFX and see what the result on ImageFX will be. Then let's try ChatGPT as well. So I'm going to paste it on ChatGPT. So let's see what the results would be like. Then coming back here, let's see what the results will be like here as well. So we could choose from all these varieties. So now ChatGPT is creating that image because it has an image generator, of course. Then Flow 2 is doing the same as well. So we're going to try ImageGen and we're going to try Nano Banana. So as you can see, I think we have a great design right now. So you could see right here, 100% tuition free tech scholarship. We have apply now here, and you could see it right here. So this not looking bad, by the way, but then it could be better. So we could do some tweaking to it. As you can see, we just got a good design, like as far as I'm concerned. So here we have this, and all these are looking good, by the way. So see this as well. This is not looking bad as well. And look at this. This is not looking bad as well. So let's see what that will be. So let's see what ChatGPT did, so we can compare. Now we have this as the one ChatGPT did, which is very okay. Actually, this is actually very okay. So it says apply now, the scholarship center, web development, UI design, data analytics. So wherever there is data analytics, I could have changed it to something that actually exists. So we have data analytics. I wouldn't put that, so I would actually change some of those. So let's see what could be changed. Web development, UI UX design, yes. And we have, this should be like content creation, yes. So this should be like, okay, so we have content creation. Let's use content creation here, and let's use virtual assistant here. So we could have something better, virtual assistant here. Okay, so I'm just doing some tweaking to it. Show a white button. Okay, show a white button. Okay, overall aesthetic. Okay, show a white button outline. Show a white button outline. Okay, let's just leave this, by the way. So let's have this right now. So I'm going to copy. Okay, so let's have it sent, and let's redo this for Nano Banana. So I'm going to come back now, and this time around let me use Nano Banana Pro. So I have image, I have my image, and let me use Nano Banana Pro this time around. So I'm going to use Nano Banana Pro, and let me have that sent. Let's see what the results would be like now. So I'm doing that already, and here in ChatGPT as well, we are doing the same thing. So the other tools you could use, by the way, aside from using ChatGPT, any other tool you could use, just try to use them. And here we have a new design. So this now 100% tuition free tech scholarship June cohort. We have a good design here. This is a good design, by the way. I would easily download this. So we could actually do some edits, by the way. We could do some edits much more later. So let's just download, let's save them, by the way. So we have this. So let's see which is better. It's asking which is better, so I would easily go for something like this. So I would say Image 2 is better. Let me just say Image 2 is better. So this now designed the tech scholarship thing for us, so you could easily do your edits if you want to, but then let's see what Flow would do for us. So this is Flow right now, 100% tech scholarship, tech cohorts. Then we have things like this, 100% free. I think this is perfect, yes. So we could download that as well. 2K upscaled, yes, that is perfect for me. And let's see the other designs. So these two is not looking bad as well. This is not looking bad, but then I wouldn't go for that for some reasons. I don't know, for some reasons I don't feel that design. So let's see this right now. So this is another one. This is not looking bad as well, but I won't go for it. Then this is another one. So let's see this. Apply here, apply now. This. I think we could work with this. Yes, we could work with this. So let me download that. So we have about different flyers being designed right now. All we have to do is to do a little bit of tweaking on, Canva or any of these apps. So I could easily use canva.com to do some tweaking to the whole design. So we have few designs we've taken right now, and yes, we'll be able to get that. So now we could say, give me a prompt that adds, give me a prompt, refine this prompt, let it have an overlay and an image, an actual image of a tech school settings or students studying very hard with their laptops. Okay, so let me input the main prompt. So let's refine the prompt and get something else aside from what we have. So here we have all that. So let me get a prompt, a different prompt. So I'm coming to Canva to do some basic edits, by the way. So I'm going to create right now. Then I'm going to have my square. I'm going to just find the social media design. Then I'm going to find something like a square kind of image. So let's see this. This does not have that. So let me just look for that for myself. So I'm going to look for like a square image. So let's see, it says square. Okay, Instagram post square. I think that's what I need. And coming back to Claude gave this. So let me just copy the new prompt and see what we're going to get out of this. So let's see. So I'm going to copy this. Then I'm going to come to flow to use that on flow again. So I'm going to use Nano Banana 2. I think Nano Banana works fine. I'm going to just use that same Nano Banana. Then have the sense. Then I'm going to use ChatGPT as well to get something special. So I'm going to have that sent as well. So let's see what the results would be. So here we have the Nano Banana Pro being used on Google Flow. So now we are trying to make some changes to the design. So here we have the main design, we have the canvas already. Then we'll be able to upload or to bring in those designs so we can work on them. So let me just get the new design and let's see what the results would be like. So this is ChatGPT and you could actually use this to make designs as well. So let's see what that would be like right now. So here is Nano Banana Pro. Nano Banana Pro did this and I think this is fine. Yes, this is very fine. So I'm going to take this as well. This is very fine. And let's see another one. So this is another one. This is actually good. This is not looking bad as well, but I still prefer the first one so far. This is very good as well. This is very good. Okay, this is very good. Let's see. This is not bad as well, but I think the first and this is better. So I'm going to go with something like this. So let's see. So I'm going to do this. Yeah, so I'm going to go with this as well. So that way we're going to have different designs we've worked on. So let me see what ChatGPT did. Yeah, this is the version from ChatGPT and this is very good as well. So I'm going to edit. So let me just edit a little bit. Let me edit. So let me say take out the CD logo on the top right corner. That is all. So I'm going to take this CB logo out. So let me take that out and see. Oh, I could have selected the area, by the way. I could have do something like this, like selecting the area I want to edit, like doing something like this. Okay, and I'll say take out the selected area. Okay, so you could easily do that instead of trying to describe it as top left corner. So I'm going to have this sent. So I just did that right now, and this one says take out the CB logo on the top right corner. Let's see what it does. And this one says take out the selected area. So let's see the results that yields for us. So now we'll be able to get a prompt, and these are you can use Claude to get a prompt for your design. And see, this gave us this one that I actually displayed, remove it, and it did remove that, so I could easily download that. So you see, AI has gone so far in making designs for you, so I could actually download this because this works for me. Same thing, this did the same thing as what this did, so we could use any of those images, by the way. So I'm going to save that, and that I just saved. So what I want to do now is to select. So I think the one ChatGPT created seems okay. So let's see, let's do some selection. So this is very okay to me. This is okay as well. And this is okay. So we could leave all those. So we have different flyers already for this tech scholarship. So you could easily edit some of the images it generated. Remember, it generated these as well, so we could actually ask for it to remove the CB. So I could easily edit that as well and select that part that says remove this part. Okay, so I'll say remove the selected area because that is very important. So I'm going to remove that. So we're going to remove that part as well, the selected area. So I just have that sent, so we can have that removed as well. So that is being removed. So let's see the other type that was created. So this was created as well, so we could easily remove these as well. Okay, I think we are good to go right now. So we have the different images. So I just requested for this to remove the CB. Okay, so this now, this that has these two, we could easily ask for that to be removed. So I could do the same. So let me just find that as well. So let me edit this. I'm going to click on the edit button right here, and I'm going to select the area I don't want. So I'm going to say remove the selected area as well. Remove the selected area. So that is very good. I'm going to have that sent as well. Then the next thing I can do is just to delete this, since I'm getting a new version of it. So I'm going to just remove that as well. Then we are good to go. So let's wait for that. Let's wait for the changes. So let's wait for it. And back here, so let's see. So this says remove that, and it has removed that part for us. So let me just download this right now. So I'll download this version that it removed. Yes, perfect. And let's see what this does. So we're going to use Canva. This has been removed as well. So let me download this as well. So let's use Canva to do some edits before we now finally agree that we are using any of these designs. So we could edit these ones as well on Flow. But let's proceed to what we need to do. So I'm going to upload all the designs. I'm going to upload all the designs, of course. So let me upload them. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so let's have all this for now. Let's have all this, and I can start using them one by one. So let's have all this so that we can do some edits, so you see how to go about doing things like this. So let's see. So I'll start with something like this. I think this could be started with, and I'm going to set it as my image background. So this is the design right here, and what I want to do is set it as my image background, but it's still uploading. So wait for it to get uploaded, and yeah, I can set it as my image background, and that's what I just did. So you could see right here we have a full design. So if I like, I can actually add something beneath. Yes, so I could add something like this. I could add something like this beneath here. So we could have, so apply now. So it says apply now, www.billardtech.com. So there we have it. There we have it. So we have this. So this can stay in the middle that way, and we are good to go. So let me see. Look, I think this way is better. So it could easily stay this way, and there we have this. So I'm going to say 1. This is just for the scholarship. So I'm going to say 1, and you have every other thing right here. So we're going to name it, okay, scholarship promotion. So we're going to name it scholarship promotion. Okay, so we have that for 1. So let's add a new page. So adding a new page now, let's come to upload, and let's go to the next one. So we've done this. So let's go to this. So now this I'm going to set as a background image. Then you see the apply now button. I could easily erase that. Yes, basically I could easily erase that. So I would do that as well. I'll do that. So let me look for an element, and I'm going to look for a rectangle element that covers this up. So let me just have something like this. Okay, so let me have something like this. I think something like this is fair enough. So let me just have this. Okay, and let me get the image. Let me get the exact color that will block that for me. Okay, I think this will do the work. Okay, I think that's perfect. So this now we have something like this. So you could actually add the logo right now. So let me add the logo, the LaTeX logo, which is this. So I'm going to add this right now to this, so that it features this. So I'm going to have something like this. Yes, in moderation. So I'm going to have something like this, and bring it closer this way. Yeah, and I think I can remove the background. Let me just remove the background so it remains the white part, and there we are. So LaTeX Academy fits in that way. So we've done this as well. So let's go. So we have something like this as well. Okay, so let's keep going. I'm going to go to the next, and let's add the next image. So the next image should be this. I'm going to do this, then I'm going to set the image background, and this has all the details needed already. I don't think I need to add any other thing to this seems okay. So that is that for the third one. So let's use this as well. So let me set image background, but now we need to remove this CB part. So how do we go about that? We could use something like a magic eraser. Remember I told you you could get all this Canva Pro to billardcreative.com at discounted rate. So you visit this website and see the tools you can get at discounted rates. You have ChatGPT Plus, you have Canva AI Pro, and all these tools, so you can go get them on this billardcreative.com. So coming back to our designs, so let's make sure we are good, and here we are. So this is a design right now, so let's do something with that. So we're going to work on this particular one. So right now what I want to do is I want to edit, and having to edit now, I want to be able to erase this. So there's a magic eraser. I think there should be a magic eraser. This magic eraser right here. So what do I want to erase? I'll just click on what I want to erase, which is that. So I'm going to erase that right away. So let's see how it erases these parts that I just selected. Then we can decide to add a logo, and that has been done right there. So we are good to go. I think we are good to go. So yes, let's have that. So this, now we've done this, so I think we are good to go. So we create another page, and the next page now has this. Okay, so this, I'm going to replace the background. I'm going to set this. Then now we can now take out the with the same magic eraser. So I'm going to say edit, and I'm editing my image. Then I'm going to use the magic eraser, which is a pro tool. If you are not on Canva Pro, you won't be able to use this. So let me do this, and let me take that out. Okay, perfect. So let's erase that as well, and let's see what the results will be. That is perfect. So that has been erased as well. So let's go back and let's go to the next. So the next will definitely be this. So this now has CB as well. So let's see if it's something we could use. So this is another one. Okay, so let's see if we could use this, by the way. Okay, so let's do something like this. Let's do something like this, and let's take this out. So we're going to use the edit to take out the CB as usual. So we're going to use the magic eraser. So let's use magic eraser to erase this part. So let's do that. Let's erase that part and see what the results would be. So at the very end, we just download this as a zip file. Then we can now start promoting whatever we want to promote. Then we are good to go. So this now takes that out. So we're going to add another image, and this will be the very last one. So I'm going to take this in. Then I'm going to set as image background. Then right here, I'm going to take out, as usual, I'm going to take out that part. So I'm going to use image, and right now I'm going to use magic eraser to erase this part. There we are. So I'm going to erase, and that I just did as well. So this is how to go about you creating AI designs and using Claude for your prompt generation. So we have all these designs, and we have enough designs already, I could say. So all I have to do is to download this right now. So I'm going to download this right away, and I download it in PNG. So I'm going to click on download. Then that way I have a file, so I could decide to delete all these, then use whatever I just generated. So I'm going to delete all that, and here we can now use the designs we created directly. All I have to do is to extract my zip file. Then I can start using the images one by one. So I'm going to extract it here, and having to extract it here, all I have to do is to delete this. Now I have all my designs. So we have about 7 designs, and we used AI to build them all. So this is the first, and this looks good. So this is another. Okay, so let me look for this. So this is another one of the designs, and it looks good. Look at this as well. This looks good. Look at this as well. Look at this as well. No hallucination at all. Look at this as well. Look at this as well. So I think we are good to go. So now we've created designs. We use Claude to create the prompts, different prompts. So you could reset your prompts anyhow you want to reset it, and go about it this way. Hope to see you on the next one. Bye for now.